Welcome to Construction Cashflow. The faster cash flows, the faster wealth grows. I'm your host, Stu Davidson, and I'd like to take a moment to introduce our incredible sponsor, Know Your Numbers. Understanding your cash flow is the cornerstone of success. It's what Construction Cashflow and Know Your Numbers are all about. For more about Know Your Numbers, click the Know Your Numbers link in the podcast notes to start your journey of financial enlightenment that could literally transform your business. This week we're navigating a topic that's been causing ripples in our industry. Vistry's recent demand for a 10% cut from its suppliers. It's a bold move and we're going to dissect it. Apologies if you can hear hammering in the background, but we got some wonderful contractors doing some work next door. As they're cracking on, let's crack on as well. Let's set the stage with a quote from Vistry's Chief Executive, Greg Fitzgerald. As reported in the Construction Inquirer, he stated that supply chain and subcontractor prices, and I quote, have to come back some way before I'm going to feel sorry for them. And he added, they've had their day, we're going to have ours. It's quite a striking sentiment and one that affects many in the industry. So let's delve into this. My sources have informed me that Vistry has officially communicated to its suppliers about this 10% cut. Now, if you're on the receiving end, you might be inclined to react impulsively. However, my advice, stay calm. The first thing you should do is pen a response requesting a face-to-face discussion. It's pivotal to maintain open channels of dialogue, but remember, don't get cornered. Be ready to step back if they deny the meeting or even try to bulldoze you over your non-negotiables. Equally important is the groundwork. Before stepping into that boardroom or hopping onto that call, believe in yourself. Understand your worth and the unique value you add to the project. With self-assurance as your armor, you're better equipped for the negotiation. And as you prepare, get intimate with your numbers, know your profit margins and establish your boundaries. If the numbers seem daunting, consider consulting one of my previous guests, one of the experts such as Joseph Ewing in episode 16 or Sean Bradley in episode 17, Carly Thorpe, episode 26, Craig Alexander Rattray, episode 37, Paul McDevitt, episode 27, Tracy Westall, episode 41, and Joe Lynch, episode 32. These folks can guide you in shaping a robust response. So it's well worth going back to those episodes because I'm sure that you'll gain a wealth of information that will help you in your negotiations. Diving into some hard-hitting advice. Always remember to choose your clients wisely. Align with those who share your value. As suppliers, we're not desperate, so let's not act desperate. We must negotiate on value, not just on cost. Avoid a race to the bottom. If you do, you might end up working for nothing. Your client might not recognize your value, and someone will always undercut you. Recall the wisdom we've shared in previous episodes and stand your ground. If the deal doesn't stack up, walk away. It's your right and sometimes the best decision. I'd also like to add a few more things for you to consider. Don't be afraid to collaborate with other suppliers. If you're all facing the same demand from Vistry, you can band together and negotiate as a collective. This will give you more leverage and make it more difficult for Vistry to bully you into accepting their terms. And be prepared to walk away. This is the most important piece of advice I can give you. If Vistry is unwilling to compromise or meet your needs, don't be afraid to walk away from the deal. There are other clients out there who will value your services and be willing to pay you a fair price. It's also important to remember that you're not alone in this. Many suppliers are facing the same demands from Vistry. There is a growing movement of suppliers who are standing up to their clients and refusing to accept their unfair terms. I encourage you to join this movement and stand up for your rights. Thank you for joining me today. And remember, your worth is not determined by the whims of any single company. You bring immense value to the industry. It's vital to recognise and assert that. Until next time, keep those cash flows positive and your spirits high. Thanks for joining us on Construction Cashflow, sponsored by Know Your Numbers. Remember, when you know your numbers, you're in control of your destiny. Keep building your success story and don't forget to explore further by following the link in the podcast notes.